everyone. You're welcome to our diction class for today. And today we're going to be considering standard greetings in British English. And we're going to be looking at the rules that guide the formal standard greeting in English language. So we have two rules basically. The first one, the person saying the greeting first uses a high pitch, while the person responding uses a fallen pitch. Now, if you were saying good morning, your pitch necessarily has to go showing that you were the one saying the greeting first. So it goes up, rising to. So listen while I give you a demonstration of how to do this. Good morning. Listen again and repeat after me. Good morning. Then the person responding uses a falling tone, which means that your voice will fall, like going down, a low pitch. Now I'm going to respond, good morning. So the person greeting will say, good morning. And the person responding will say, good morning. Now, you could follow by saying, how are you today? How are you today? And the person responding can say, I am fine, thank you. And you? And you could respond with a falling tone again by saying, I am fine, thank you. Now I'm going to go over these again, and I am going to start from the beginning. Good morning. Good morning. How are you today? I am fine, thank you. And you? I am fine, thank you. Now take note that the person who is saying, how are you today, if it's a second language speaker, may have issues with that is the H. So all you need to do is open your mouth wide. How are you today? And then you will not go, how are you today? All right? Now let's start from the beginning. Listen as I play the role of pupil A and pupil B. We will assume that a pupil A is trying to greet pupil B. Listen. Good morning. Good morning. How are you today? Very well, thank you. And you? Or you say, I am fine, thank you. And you? I am fine, thank you. So let's use just one. I am fine, thank you. Listen again. Good morning. Good morning. How are you today? I am fine, thank you. And you? I am fine, thank you. Let's go over it one more time. Good morning. Good morning. How are you today? I am fine, thank you. And you? I am fine, thank you. And that's the standard greetings. And you should just go in that method. The first person saying the greeting should use a high pitch. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. And make sure you're not going in morning. It should be morning, you know. And that's the way you can actually show that you understand pronunciation and you're using it correctly. And let's go over it again. Good morning. Good morning. How are you today? I am fine, thank you. And you? I am fine, thank you. And for some people who are meeting each other for the first time, they could go, it's nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. What you should take notice, the person saying the greeting first uses a high pitch, and the person responding uses a falling pitch or a falling tune. So take note of that when you are greeting in the school. Is very important. In the case of student to teacher, the student should say good morning, and in some cases you may want to put the name of the teacher to be able to identify the teacher you're trying to say good morning to. So you could go, good morning, Mr. Matthew. All names are said with a high pitch because it's someone's name. So, because it's someone's name, you cannot say it with a low pitch. Good morning, Mr. Matthew. Morning. How are you today? Very well, thank you. Or I could say, I am fine, thank you. And you? Good morning, Mr. Matthew. Good morning. How are you today? I am fine, thank you. And you? I'm fine, thank you. So you could go that way also. Now let's look at some of the fruits that are often mispronounced by second language speakers, and that will take us to the next part of the topic. But before we go there, now let's practice. Listen, and then you're going to do yours with either your mom or your dad, or your friend, or your brother, or your sister, or anyone around you, or your class teacher. Try to do the standard greetings. Listen again. Good morning. Morning. How are you today? I am fine, thank you. And you? I am fine, thank you. Okay, so let's see how you practice. You can pause the video and practice. Now, let's consider some fruits that are often mispronounced by second language speakers. And we're going to be looking at 12 of them. Now, I'm sure we can pronounce many of the fruits correctly, so I'm not going to do like all the fruits. But I'm going to pay attention to the fruits that we often mispronounce. Okay, let's start with the first one. And I've got the picture for it and a transcription also, so that you can learn. Listen and repeat after me. Pineapple. Listen again and repeat after me. Pineapple. I don't know where people got the pronunciation pineapple. I often hear that among some who are trying to buy the fruit from the seller. It's actually pineapple, pineapple, pineapple. Listen again and repeat after me. Pineapple. And let's take the next word, the next fruit. It's pronounced banana. The stress is on the second syllable. So your voice, intentionally, we have to go a bit up there. Let's repeat after me. Banana. Banana. Listen again and repeat after me. Banana. Good. Now let's take the next word. Pear. Pear. And not pear. No, pear is not ear sound. It's actually the sound. It's pear. Pear. May I have just one pair for myself? Okay. Now let's go to the next fruit that we're going to consider today. It's pronounced cucumber. 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 And not cucumber. Well, we got that pronunciation, but it's actually pronounced cucumber. Okay, now let's take a look at the next fruit that I know we often mispronounce. It's actually pronounced orange. 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 O, O, O. The O sound. The O sound. The O sound is the sound you have in octopus. So it's the same thing as orange. Orange. Now, what you should be very careful of doing is that it's not orange. It's not A. Orange. 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 Okay, so you can practice with mom, you can practice with dad, you know. Okay, let's take our next fruit. Kumquat. Kumquat. This is not a common fruit that everybody takes, but people mispronounce it. They just say, I want to buy kumquat. But it's actually kumquat. Kumquat. Like you're trying to say, come here. Kumquat. Kumquat. Okay, now let's take a look at yet another fruit that we often mispronounce. Okay, now let's take a look at our next fruit. It's pronounced apricot. Apricot. Well, many people will say, I want to buy apricots. It's pronounced apricot. Remember, we're trying to show the British standard of pronunciation and not the American standard of pronunciation. So if what you're looking for is a British standard of pronunciation, you've come to the right place. So it's pronounced apricot. Repeat after me. Apricot. Our next fruit is pronounced almond. 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 Unfortunately, many people pronounce almond. Well, maybe sometimes later we could have the L, because even in the transcription you see the L in parentheses, that some people put the L, but the British speaker, an average British person, will say almond. The L is not pronounced. So listen and repeat after me. Almond. Almond. Okay, now let's take a look at our next fruit that is often mispronounced. The next fruit is avocado. Listen again and repeat after me. Avocado. Now you will notice that the third syllable has a long R sound. Now that doesn't mean you're going to go avocado. No, no, that's not how to go about it. All you need to do is to show that there is a long sound when you pronounce that fruit. Listen again and repeat after me. Avocado. Avocado. Okay. Now let's have some sentences for avocado. I love avocado. Okay. The next fruit is pronounced raspberry. Raspberry. So the P is silent when you pronounce raspberry. Listen again and repeat after me. Raspberry. raspberry. The next fruit we're going to consider is pronounced watermelon. Watermelon. Just like you pronounce water. So you go watermelon, watermelon. So it's not watermelon, watermelon. Okay? Can you cut the watermelon and share to everyone? Watermelon, watermelon. And our last one is pronounced tomato, tomato. The stress is on the second syllable is tomato. Listen again and repeat after me. Tomato. And that's it for the fruits that are often mispronounced and also the standard greetings. Please share these among friends and try and practice with your dad or your mom, and also make sure you take the assignment, do a voiceover of the fruits and send it to me, or you can also ask me a question using the comment section. From me to you, it is bye.